astronomist, infinitist, recognize that the very molecules that make up your body, the atoms that construct the molecules, are traceable to the crucibles, and that were once the centers of high mass, stars that exploded their chemically rich guts into the galaxy, enriching pristine gas clouds with the chemistry of life, so that we are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically. That's kind of cool. That makes me smile, and I actually feel quite large at the end of that. It's not that we are better than the universe. We are part of the universe. We are in the universe, and the universe is in us. Every atom in your body came from a star that exploded, and the atoms in your left hand probably came from a different star than your right hand. It really is the most poetic thing I know about physics. You are all stardust. You couldn't be here if stars hadn't exploded, because the elements, the carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, iron, all the things that matter for evolution and for life, weren't created at the beginning of time. They are created in the nuclear furnaces of stars, and the only way for them to get into your body is if those stars were kind enough to explode. So forget Jesus. Stars died so that you can be here today. If the stars should appear one night in 1,000 years, how would men believe and adore and preserve for many generations the remembrance of the city of God, which have been shown, but in every night come out these envoys of beauty and light, the universe with their admonishing smile. The time will come when diligent research over long periods will bring to light things which now lie hidden. A single lifetime, even though entirely devoted to the sky, would not be enough for the investigation of so vast a subject. And so this knowledge will be unfolded only through a long successive ages. There will come a time when your descendants will be amazed that we did not know things that are so plain to them. Many discoveries are reserved for ages still to come, when memory of us will have been effaced. I have realized it is during the times I am far outside my element that I experience myself the most, but I see and feel who I really am the most. I think that's what a comet is like. You see, a comet is born in the outer realms of the universe, but it's only when it ventures too close to our sun or to other stars that it releases the blazing tail behind it and shoots brazen through the heavens, and meteors become sucked into our atmosphere before they burst like firecrackers and realize that they're shooting stars. That's why I enjoy taking myself out of my own element, my own comfort zone, and hurling myself out into the unknown, because it's during those scary moments, those unsure steps taken, that I am able to see that I'm like a comet hitting a new atmosphere. Suddenly I illuminate magnificently, and the fire dust begin to fall off of me. I discover a smile I didn't know I had. I uncover a feeling that I didn't know existed in me. I see myself, I'm a shooting star, a meteor shower, but I'm not going to die out. I guess I'm more like a comet than I'm just going to keep on coming back. Look again at that dot. That's here, that's home, that's us. On everyone that you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who has ever lived out their lives, the aggregate of our joy and suffering, of thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended into a sunbeam. Stars are beautiful, but they must not take an active part in anything. They must just look on forever. It is a punishment put on them for something they did so long ago that no star now knows what it is. It reached me down my Taicho Brahe, I would know him when we meet, when I share my later science, sitting humbly at his feet. He may know of the law of all things, yet be ignorant of how we are working to completion, working on from then to now. Pray remember that I leave you all my theory complete, lacking only certain data for your ad and as it's as meat. And remember, men will scorn it as original and true, and the obloquy of newness may fall bitterly on you. But my pupil, as my pupil, you have learned the worth of scorn. You have laughed with me at pity. We have joyed to be forlorn. What for us are all distractions of men's fellowship and smiles. What for us the goddess pleasure with her merit smiles. You may tell the German college that their honor comes too late, though they must not waste repentance on the grisly savant's fate. Though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. And what, my boy, you are not weeping. You should save your eyes for sight. You will need them, a mine observer. Yet for many another night I leave none but you, my pupil, unto whom my plans are known. You may have none but me. You murmur, and I leave you quite alone. When then kiss me, since my mother left her blessing on my brow. There has been a something wanting. Am I mature until now? I can dimly comprehend it, that I might have been more kind, I might have cherished you more wisely as the one I leave behind. Rhyme after rhyme, he insisted the stars were people so well loved, they were traced in constellations to live forever. The knowledge that the atoms that comprise the life on earth, the atoms that make up the human body, are traceable to the crucibles that cooked light elements and the heavy elements in their cope, and their cope, and their core under extreme temperatures and pressures. These stars that the high mass ones among them went unstable. In their later years, they collapsed and then exploded, scattering their enriched guts across the galaxy, guts made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and all the fundamental ingredients of life itself. These ingredients become part of gas clouds that condense, collapse, form the next generation of solar systems, stars with orbit and planets, and those planets now have the ingredients for life itself, so that when I look up at the night sky and I know that yes, we are part of this universe, we are in this universe, but perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us. When I reflect on that fact, I look up and many people feel small, abused, and cause their small in the universe big, but I feel big because my atoms come from those stars, from afar, drinking beer at the bar.